I'm not even mad. No, I'm not even mad. I'm frustrated. This is everything you need to know for Rams in 5. We're gonna cover my opening statement here real quick. We need to, stop playing this whole Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff situation more than it has been played already. We get it. Both players got traded for one another. McVay obviously didn't think that Goff could get it done. I mean, he still hasn't got it done. He's playing on a good team right now. Still 0-1 in the Super Bowl. Matthew Stafford spent 13 years in Detroit. Doesn't have a winning season except one time, I think. Goes to the Rams first season. They go to the Super Bowl, play at home. The Super Bowl, then end up winning it. We get it. The card has been played multiple times. Got to move on from that. Got to move on from this. It's a Hollywood story. We're done. We're done. Move on. Not every time we're going to have to send the Rams to Detroit to play in Detroit when the Lions finally have a good team. Have the Lions come back to SoFi one time. Let's do a Sunday Night Football. Have Jared Goff come back. It's like every time. It's like the entire world wants Jared Goff to win. The referees want Jared Goff to win. Like NBC commentators the other night, I don't know if Detroit paid him a lot of money to say a lot of good stuff about Detroit. I just don't understand. Oh, Jared Goff is a folk hero. Everybody loves him. Nobody hates the guy. Nobody hates the guy. But this whole, it's a Hollywood script. Oh, Matthew Stafford returns back to Detroit after spending 13 years. Dude, it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. Move on from that script. It's no longer, it's not like, just move on from that. It was so obnoxious yesterday just watching NBC just literally drooling all over Detroit. Mike Florio is a complete idiot. I don't know why you hate the Rams so much. I just don't get it. You're an idiot, regardless. Anyway, getting that out of the way, going into the game, I'm actually not that upset. I'm actually not that pissed off about it. Listen, everybody keeps, I don't know what happened. People got like Alzheimer. They just forget that the Rams were missing starting 2 tackles, a backup left tackle. Steve Avila goes down with a knee injury. That's a starting left guard. Our starting center moves into left guard. Now we're playing with a backup center, a right guard, a backup right tackle, and a backup left tackle. And then Puka goes out with a knee injury before halftime. So that's Puka, Steve Avila, left tackle, backup left tackle, right tackle, left guard. 6 players. 6 players or five players out in an important game. And we're missing Darius Williams, our top or number 2 cornerback. I think is better than Tre'Davious White. And we're also missing the other cornerback. Kobe Durant, I think, is the one that's out. I think Kendrick was the one that was playing. Yeah, Kobe Durant is the one that's out. Like, what more? We're already banged up, and we haven't even started the season yet. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, the Lions really, gave it to them the other night. Yeah, we're playing with a young defense, first of all. We get a young defense, young front 7. A lot of year 1 and year 2s on the front 7 right there. We just got rid of Ernest Jones to the Titans. We got nobody, and we still limited the Lions' offense. I mean, let's just switch back here real quick. Detroit Lions at 363 yards. Most of that, 70 yards of that came in the last drive of the game in the fourth quarter. They were like 299 yards, probably, or whatever. Passing yards, 300. They got 200, even with that one big play to Jameson Williams, who I picked last season, but he didn't peak. Obviously, he peaked this season. Whatever. They doubled our rushing yards because we have a young defense. And again, 70 yards of that probably came in at the very end of the drive. I mean, we can just go down here to drive. 70 yards. 70 yards. Run. 10-yard pass. 1 yard. So 60 yards came at the last drive of the game. So they had 103 yards rushing in the entire game. And then we go into the fourth quarter. Defense is gassed, which I'm sure it's the first game of the season. You go into overtime, and then you're obviously out of gas. You're done. You're exhausted. Average yards per play, 5 and 6, respectful. Obviously, again, Rams defense, young defense. Sacks allowed 2. Third down efficiency, Detroit is better. Time possession, we should have won that game. Listen, penalties. I mean, these are two good teams. These are really two good teams. Very good teams that we're dealing with. All right, very good teams. And I would not be shocked if we played Detroit in January. I hope not. But if we do, it better be an NFC Championship game at SoFi. I don't want to go to Detroit again. That's for sure. And John McVay, for the love of everything that is holy, please run the freaking football. Run the football. I get it. We were missing tackles. I understand. Just got to keep running. You started off the first series with like 3 pass plays. Pass. What are we doing? Got to run the football. Got to take the points. We got to take the point. You can't just leave points on the board. You just can't do that. You go into the red zone. If it's 3rd down and 5, we don't get it. It's 4th down. Take the field goal. Stop going for it every time. We left 6 points. 6 points on the field the other day. You don't believe me? All right, here we go. What do we got? That's a field goal. Turnover on downs. Right there. Turnover on downs. That could have been 3 points. That 3 points would have helped us at the end of the game. It would have been 23-20. And we would have won that game. Our defense was playing flawless. I loved it. I know it's a young defense, and I know that we have a long way to go, but this is just brutal, man. It's brutal. And that interception at the end of the first half, that interception, fine. It's an interception. It's a bad read by Matthew. Not a big deal. There we punt. All right. Touchdown, field goal, touchdown, punt, end of half. Like 6 points we could have had. 6 points. We need to run the football more. And where's Blake Corum? You drafted him in the 3rd round. Michigan, running back. Where is he? Why is he not playing? Why is Ronnie Rivers playing, first of all? Why is Ronnie Rivers playing? And Whittington, why didn't you put him on the field? The dude has catched everything that Bennett was throwing his way in preseason. Why don't you just use him? He's like a poor man version of Puka. He might actually be just as good. I don't know. I can't tell. But from the preseason games, he looked pretty good to me. Sean McVay, you need to stop overthinking stuff, man. I love you, dude. You know I do. All the success that we've had with you being the Rams coach for the past, I don't know, long time. 8 years now. It's been, 8 years? Yeah, 2017. 7 years? 2017. 7 years. 7 amazing years. 1 losing season. And that's because of the amount of injuries that we had on the offensive line and all that. But, dude, please, for the love of God, stop overthinking stuff. Kick field goals, get points. We playing in Detroit. I'm sick and tired of going to Detroit and losing again. They're playing with house money. First of all, Detroit is playing with house money. They don't care. They are more physical than we are, although the defense is very physical. I'll tell you that. Defense was very physical. They're playing with house money. They got nothing to lose. They got nothing to lose, but everybody is losing their mind. Oh, Detroit is one of the is that a testament win? Dude, you're playing the Rams like second and third string offensive line. And you're playing rookies on defense, and you barely won again. Again. If we had our offensive line intact, I guarantee you the Rams would have had at least 200 yards rushing on the Lions. And I know I'm going to be having people on this video who may or may not even see this video just jump on and be like, oh, another Rams fan crying. Like, dude, I'm not crying. We lost. Detroit played a good game. You know, it's a coin flip at the end of the game. Well, what are we doing? It's a coin flip. We lost to a coin flip. And the Lions coach, Dan Campbell, was like, yes. Tails never fails. Okay. You won on a tail. You won on a flip of a coin. Rams could have done the same thing. Rams could have just gotten the football, ran it down your throat, or short passes or whatever, scored a touchdown, game over. Our defense was gassed. You needed to go all the way into the overtime to win the game. Good for you. Good job. It's fascinating. No, Detroit played a good game. They played a good game. Not as good as the Rams. The Rams were the better team. The Rams were, I mean, if you're missing 5 players, starting caliber players on offense, and you took the lead late into the fourth quarter, and they forced you to go to overtime, and then you ended up losing, that's a good team. That's a good testament win from the Rams. Period. I'm not upset. I'm just frustrated more at Sean McVay. Dude, you got to take the points. Stop going for it every time on fourth down. Take the flipping points. You drafted a kicker in this year's draft. Use him. Take the points. It's 3 points. It's better than 0. You give the Lions the football back. They went back and scored. Turnover on downs right there. Second quarter. Turnover. So now it's tied, right? Field goal, 3-3. Had a chance to take the lead. Even a field goal would have been fine. But no. Turnover on downs. Detroit comes back. Boom. Touchdown. And then we lose the momentum. Then we throw an interception, and then it's the end of the half. At least if we had a field goal, it's 10-6. 10-6. We come back. 17-6, right? 17-13, 17-16, 23-17, and then they would have to go for even if they were to score a touchdown, 23-20. We win the game. Again, nobody can predict. Hindsight 2020. But at the same time, dude, like, come on, man. Come on. Like, this is not how it should be. This is not how it should be. Sean McVay, you need to take the points, my brother. You got to take the points. We are on the road, depleted already. Season just started. We can't gamble on fourth down at a tough opponent like Detroit. We got to take what they give us. We did a great job, made a lot of good adjustments. Big shout out to McVay, did a lot of good adjustments in the second half. But at the same time, we got to take the points. Got to take the points. Defense is young. I'm actually very excited about the Rams defense this year. It's going to be phenomenal. And I'm so here for it. I'm here for it. I think they're going to do a great job this year. Inside linebacker situation is a bit of a big hole, but we won the Super Bowl with Troy Reader and Ernest Jones. So who knows? We might actually be just fine this year. But again, got to take the points, got to rush the football more. Blake Corum, now we just lost Puka for a couple weeks. Tyler Johnson looks like a good receiver. Demarcus Robinson is going to have his hands full now. We got to get Whittington. to catch more footballs. Got to get Blake Corum to run. Kobe Parkinson did a good job the other day, so good for him. A couple receptions here for him. Let's see, 5 targets. Kobe Parkinson, 5 targets, four receptions, 47 yards. Demarcus Robinson, 7 targets, 42 yards. Tyler Johnson, 79 yards. So Tyler probably is going to end up being Puka. Tyler's going to end up being Puka. Probably. But Jared Verse and Byron Young are looking good. Josh Riccardi, our kicker, 2 for 2 for everything. 2 field goals, 2 extra points. It's 8 points. The dude did his job. 3 punts from Ethan Evans, 50 yards long. Did a good job. Jordan Whittington, got to get this guy to be more involved. But, offensive line needs to get fixed. I think that if our offensive line is healthy, we're going to be a good team. But anyway, I'm not upset about this. It's more frustration than anything. I think that we're going to be fine. I think this is a good team that we have right here, guys. This is a good football team for the Rams this year. We just have to take the points, stop being too analytical. Not every time we have an opportunity to take the lead, we go for it on 4th down. Take the points. Have your defense do a good job. They've been doing a great job the entire game. Don't put more pressure on them by going for it on 4th down and then not getting it. Take the points every chance you get. And then if it's a do-or-die situation and we need to go for it on 4th down, that's when we go for it on 4th down. But we just can't gamble like that the entire game and they expect to win. But anyway, I'm excited for next week. At the Cardinals, I think we're going to beat them. It's the Cardinals. They played decent today or the other day at the Bills, but I don't know. The Rams need to figure their offensive line out and quick, like now. Need to figure it out now. And I don't know why we moved Jonah Williams back into center or I don't understand. The entire season that Steve Avila would be a center, all of a sudden back into left guard. So we're paying a left guard. We are paying a center money for left guard. It doesn't make any sense. But anyway, I'll leave you guys there. Let's go Rams. We have a good team this year. I'm expecting the Rams to beat the Cardinals next week. So hopefully we'll be 1-1 and then playing the Niners. Anyway, see y'all in the next one.